I used to ride the river trail, but now it's dirty and dangerous.
I went to a river cleanup and I was appalled at the needles.
I'm less likely to use the trail due to homelessness and garbage.
Parkway is not a place I think of now to take my children.
I'm standing right now on the American River bike trail, and just to
control of another grass fire that broke out along the American River Parkway. This happening near Cal Expo, a familiar scene.
These fires threaten homes, they threaten lives, they threaten businesses, they threaten the safety of the first responders and the law enforcement, and they move out into those areas to fight the fire. So when we have fire activity, it's usually human caused, it's usually originating near an encampment, and people are doing activities that are unsafe.
We live next to the Parkway, and the fire risk is very, very high. The amount of fire fuel that could be ignited by campers is just terrifying.
The amount of trash that we're pulling out of there and the fires that are started down there is amazing. But we have an urban forest that's incredible, and they're all camping in this forest, and lighting their fires below these trees. And if we get a blaze out of the south, which is a prevailing winds in the American River, we're vulnerable. We could lose all of Carmichael in the right windy conditions.
The contrast is pretty stark. We have a pretty big encampment issue here on the Parkway, and it has a pretty dramatic impact not only on the environment but also on the wildlife in the Parkway.
The American River Parkway Foundation needs your support more now than ever before. Between fires and illegal camping, residents and guests are afraid to enjoy our 5,000-acre oasis. The Parkway should be filled with laughter and voices, not barking dogs, trash, and fires. The lack of county action has led the American River Parkway Foundation to send a demand letter to the county and city of Sacramento to address removing illegal campers on the Parkway.
We're really at a tipping point in terms of the environmental impact on the Parkway. It's not only a trash issue, but it's also become a water quality issue. The fires and environmental remediation in some areas might take a generation to restore completely.
After months of talks and still no action, we have created the Voice of the Parkway Coalition. With one voice, together we can create innovative programs for families and individuals, develop a community-wide fire plan to address vegetation removal and restoration through the American River Parkway Fire Safe Council.
This is a social, emotional, and economic issue that's very complex, and it requires a complex cooperative solution.
With the voice of the 8 million visitors to the Parkway, we can force the county and city to create an overall plan to address homelessness with housing and support services. Without your support and voice, the American River Parkway as we know it will be gone forever.
The American River Parkway Foundation has over 5,000 volunteers who clean up this parkway every year. Thank God we have those 5,000, but we need the voice of the 8 million users of this parkway to get involved.
This is the crown jewel of the United States. The crown jewel of our parkway is of our community. And it's critical that we preserve it, because it's not going to be preserved unless we are actively involved. And the coalition needs everybody to join.
Your support will allow the Parkway Foundation to help convene business leaders and residents to seek land for shelters and continue to work with our elected officials to develop and implement a comprehensive plan to curtail homelessness in Sacramento County, such that the Parkway can be returned to you.